welcome back to the channel, y'all. Chris, the Camping Texan here. Where in the world is the Geo Pro? This weekend, we're at Daingerfield State Park. This is campsite number 17. Well, good morning, y'all. Just taking a walk next to the water here at Daingerfield State Park. Y'all, I had a blast over at Sandy Creek COE Park, over by Jasper on B.A. Steinhagen Lake. It was an unexpected trip, y'all. The weather this May has been terrible. It's been raining. And so I didn't see the point in driving all the way down to South Llano River State Park just to stay in the camper. So that trip was an impromptu trip that turned out to be pretty cool. I enjoyed my campsite there, 67, and I highly recommend that park. If you're going to be out in the Jasper, Woodville area, go check it out. Spend a couple of nights. It's very peaceful, very hidden. But y'all, let's talk Daingerfield State Park. All right, so before the CCC got here, y'all, the Caddo Indians inhabited this area. In 1935, the state obtained the land, or the deed to this land, from private landowners, from ranchers. And in 1935, CCC came here, company 2891 and 1801, two companies that worked on this park. When they got here, y'all, this area, it's known for its timber, and it's known for its ore, and so it was devastated. The CCC had to replant all the trees. They created a dam, an earthen dam, and they built the 80-acre Little Pine Lake. So they had a lot of work ahead of them when they got here. Beautiful park. It's a hidden gem. It's on the smaller scale of the CCC parks that we're used to seeing. But it's still it's so much fun to come out here. But y'all, come and join me. We'll check out Daingerfield State Park. Well, y'all, it'd be my pleasure to show you around the campsite here at Daingerfield State Park. I am in number 17 this weekend. Y'all, this is a highly coveted campsite. It took me about 6 months to get in here. I believe I reserved this site back in January, so it's sought after, and I'll show you why. The pad in this site, y'all, the asphalt pad, and this goes for many of the sites here. In fact, this park, it has a whole bunch of short sites like this. So if you have a couples camper, it's gonna be right up your alley. Not so much for my Class A or fifth wheel folks. You see a lot of smaller campers back here in Dogwood, which is where we're at, the Dogwood camping area. Now there is a pull-through area that is meant for the larger rigs, and I'll show you that later on. But let's go and take a look at your services. You guys get 20, 30, 50 amp electric, water, no issues with those services. They all hook up nice. These pads are old. These asphalt pads, they're breaking up, and I mean, it's just not level in a lot of places. It's going to be hit or miss, y'all. You're going to have to really do some work aligning your rig to make sure that you get yourself leveled out the way that you need to. But a bonus is sewer. Okay, so there are 3 camping areas here at Daingerfield that offer full hookups, and Dogwood is one of those. And then over here we've got a standing grill, aluminum picnic table, and a concrete pad, and then a single hook lantern pole. There is a lot of space back here, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted 17. The last time I was here was July of 2021. I stayed in campsite 26 here in Dogwood. And 26 is located over by the restrooms. It has to be one of the worst campsites here. I don't recommend it. It's got a bad slope. The whole time we were in there, we felt like we were going to fall off into the woods. It's terrible, terrible. But I saw 17 when we were here then, and this is, in my opinion, it has to be one of the best campsites here in Dogwood. Now you also get an in-ground grill and fire ring. There are several large boulders here. It just gives it that character. Your kids, your dogs are going to love the back of this campsite and playing. The lake access, you've got a trail down here. There's a bench down here where you can sit and watch for ducks and what have you. This is not a Little Pine Lake back here in this cove is not conducive to fishing because of the amount of grass and the lily pads, but Let me tell you, late in the afternoon, the frogs start talking to you. You can see the birds come through here, a lot of cardinals. It really is peaceful. There are some trails that looks like people have made over time, so you can check those out while you're back here. But other than that, y'all, a lot of these loblolly East Texas pine trees. Huge trees. So I really think y'all are going to enjoy 17. I love the privacy factor. I love the fact that there's nobody over here but me. It's like owning this section of the loop, which is really nice. One issue that we always run into when we come to the East Texas parks is the trees block the satellite signal. So the satellites are pretty much useless back here. My satellite's been trying to find a signal since the moment we got here. We've got about 4 on-air channels, so we're having to rely on the Roku. With that being said, I didn't have to put up the cell booster. The cell signal is great out here, making phone calls, checking text messages, getting on the hotspot, AT&T. So it really is great out here. You won't have any issues with the cell service. If y'all need supplies while you're out here at Daingerfield State Park, about 2 miles into town, into Daingerfield, they've got several eating establishments, McDonald's, Subway, you name it. They have a Brookshire Brothers. You can get groceries and fuel. There's a Dollar General just down the street, Tractor Supply Company if you want firewood. They sell firewood here, but the ranger told me this morning that they often run out really quick. So I typically, whatever town I'm in, I go to Tractor Supply if they have it. And I usually can get a bundle for about $7. So that's what I do. And I suggest if they don't have any wood here, that's what y'all should do. And she also told me that Brookshire Brothers sells it, and sometimes Dollar General sells firewood as well. So over in the Dogwood camping area, they obviously have modern facilities for you guys, but I thought this was pretty cool. Just behind the new restroom is the old restroom. So some interesting stonework here. So if y'all have a larger rig and you'd like to experience Daingerfield State Park, Big Pine is the camping loop that is for you. This is number 10, y'all. Really nice long pull through. There's your sewer, full hookups. You guys get water and electric, 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. Nice level asphalt pad, aluminum picnic table. Somebody left a bunch of firewood out here. You could bring a shade shelter if you wanted. In-ground grill and fire ring. And then you get a nice little view of the back side of the lake here, which is really cool. A lot of space for your dogs, for your kids to play. Really nice. But what's missing is your lantern hook. I don't see that. But anyway, 10. I still think 10's a pretty good little site though. Across from the park host, and then also the restroom, if that's something that you need. And then of course 1 is empty as well. So one is a woods facing. So just some options for you guys that have the larger rigs. You have a Class A or a fifth wheel, and you've heard the horror stories about how tight the roads are here in Daingerfield State Park. Well, there is a spot for you guys. Well, y'all, in the Mountain View camping area, I like 33. It seems to be fairly hidden back here. We're talking couples camper, but you got a nice level asphalt pad. Your services, y'all, you get electric and water. 30 amp, so 20, 30 amp electric and water, aluminum picnic table, concrete pad. You could bring your own shade shelter, a single hook lantern pole, in-ground grill and fire ring, as well as a really nice large tent pad. A lot of woods behind you for cover. So overall, y'all, I really like 33. You also get sewer, y'all, full hookups up here. So 33 is not a bad looking site. If y'all would like to do some tent camping, Cedar Ridge offers water only, no electricity. But a nice aluminum picnic table, a large tent pad. This is 47 we're looking at here. Single hook lantern pole, in-ground grill and firing. If I was gonna do 47, actually 46, 47, and 48, y'all, if you got friends or family that y'all wanna come out here and camp together, this would be a great setup for y'all. You've got this whole area to yourself. Now, if I was looking for a campsite that's more secluded, I like 49 over here. However, there's people over there, so I'm not gonna infringe on their privacy, but 49 is great if you're by yourself. So y'all keep Cedar Ridge in mind. A lot of trees back here, a lot of wildlife and birds and squirrels. Good place to set up your tent, y'all. So you don't own an RV, you don't want to buy tent equipment, but you want to come out and enjoy Daingerfield State Park. Well, y'all, I've got you covered. They have cabins out here. Now, I'm not going to get any closer because there's some folks staying over in cabin 1, and I don't want to disturb them, but they have some really nice cabins that have fireplaces that you guys can come out here and check out. Well, I hope you are enjoying your tour of Daingerfield State Park so far. Go ahead and lace up your hiking boots and I'll show you around the trails. Well, y'all have a fantastic day of hiking on tap for you today. We're gonna start out down here in the Dogwood camping area. We're gonna be checking out the Rustling Leaves Trail first. It's a 2.4 mile trail, goes behind our camping loop. We're gonna be checking out the CCC picnic area. That's really cool. And then we're gonna follow the trail all the way back here and check out the CCC Earthen Dam, as well as checking out the Mountain View Trail, which is 1.2 miles. And we're gonna see a really cool scenic overlook here. So come and join us. We'll check out the trails at Daingerfield State Park. The first trail we're gonna check out over here at Daingerfield State Park is the Rustling Leaves Trail. This is a 2.4 mile trail. And we're hoping to catch a glimpse of a CCC picnic area as well as a CCC dam. So y'all come and join me. We'll check this trail out. Looks like there's a lot of roots to contend with and a little bit of a hill to climb. So we'll see how it goes. What's cool about the Rustling Leaves Trail is that they have some really nice benches here for you to have a seat, get a drink of water, take a break. Really, really cool. Well, y'all, we made it. It didn't take very long to get over here to the CCC picnic area. So apparently back in 1938, there was a fire pit, and you can still see the remnants of that here. But what's really cool about this area is what a beautiful view of the lake. You've got the swimming platform over there. You can see the recreation building. You can just imagine back in the day, maybe several picnic tables that were scattered throughout the woods here. Just a great view of Little Pine Lake. The CCC always did an amazing job of making sure that they got the surrounding area so that you got a good view while you're having your picnic. Well, y'all, we've made it to the point on the Rustling Leaves Trail. We're on the back side of Little Pine Lake, and this is where the CCC installed the earthen dam. There are more benches back here for you to stop and really take in nature. I wish I had smell-o-vision for you guys because there are several plants back here that just have such sweet smells. You're going to enjoy just taking the stroll along this dam. After strolling along the CCC dam, make sure that you check out this bridge that has a really cool overlook. And there's a bench here for y'all to sit, and you can look across the lake and you can see the boathouse. Just a very scenic view over here. Well, y'all, the Rustling Leaves Trail has been amazing, but we're going to leave that trail for a little bit. We're going to check out the Mountain View Trail, and it looks pretty strenuous, but there's an overlook up there for a scenic view, so we're going to see what that's all about. So come and join me. This Mountain View Trail is the real deal, y'all. Let me tell you, it is strenuous. Make sure you're in some kind of good physical condition when you come out here. The trail has been washed away. It's been eroded by water, and there's a lot of exposed roots. So I promise you're gonna get a good workout if you come up here. So if climbing the Mountain View Trail is tiring you out, y'all make sure you check out these couple of exposed shelf rocks here. Makes a great natural sitting area. Good place to cool down and take a break. Well, y'all, we have made it to the top of the Mountain View Trail. Elevation to 535 feet. It is so gorgeous up here. You've got to make sure that you take this hike. You can just see clear across just the treetops, and you can just see for miles. So beautiful up here. Well, I have to show y'all something really cool. While you're out here on the Mountain View Trail, you're going to run across this little bitty sign. It says how to build a park. For 80 years, a piece of construction equipment from the CCC has been hiding back here in the forest. And so what the state park officials found was a piece of equipment that the CCC would have hitched up to a truck or a tractor and would have used for flattening out the road or the earthen dam. So how cool is this, y'all? Look how massive this is. Daingerfield State Park headquarters, y'all. Very small, rustic complex situated among these tall East Texas pines. Y'all, they got a little bench out here for you. They don't open until 8 o'clock. So if you get up here early, especially if you check in late, nice place to sit and just listen to the birds. Very small parking area, just a few spaces. But what I like is that they have a pull-off space over here. So if you need to park your rig, come in and take care of some business, you can do that. Firewood for sale over here at the side, as well as a kiosk over here where you can get maps after hours. It's very close to the highway, so you can hear a lot of traffic if you're just hanging out here. But a place to submit your after hours payment. But one thing I want to mention to y'all, and this is relevant if you're going to be coming in late, Daingerfield State Park has an electronic gate system. Make sure that you call and get the code so that you can get in after hours, after 10 p.m. This keypad is not lighted, so make sure that you've got some kind of lighting source, like use your phone, your flashlight on your phone or something so you can see this. It's really dark out here at night, but a nice little bench over here if you want to just come and hang out again. Y'all, Daingerfield State Park has an amazing picnic area. This is just a sprawling field, y'all, where you can come out here, bring the kids, bring a frisbee or a ball. They have standing grills, concrete picnic tables, water spigots to wash your hands. Just a lot of neat little nook and cranny places for you to set up your picnic and just have a blast out here at Daingerfield. Now, when I was a kid, y'all, this was the pinnacle of coming out to Daingerfield State Park. So this park is the third park in my hometown series. If you haven't checked out Atlanta State Park, y'all, that's my home park. And then Caddo Lake, that's where I almost let my Uncle Chuck's boat go. And then there's Daingerfield. Daingerfield, they used to have a really big metal slide out here close to the water, and you could slide down into the water, which is really cool. But ask anybody about Daingerfield State Park, especially the children, and they'll tell you that that swimming platform is so much fun. Your children will love coming out here. They'll spend hours just jumping off of that, swimming back and forth, going up and down the ladder. Mom and Dad, Daingerfield's got you guys covered too. With all this grass out here, bring a portable awning, set it up with your chairs. I promise you, you're gonna have a great time at this park. There's just so much to do out here. So much relaxation to enjoy. Now the CCC was here between 1935 and 1939. There were actually two companies that built Daingerfield State Park. But the concession building or recreation building, the plans called for a modern style building made out of concrete. Now, this is very reminiscent of the concession building that is over at Tyler State Park. It's fairly similar. If you notice, one of the really cool features about the recreation building is they put these 8 pointed stars, these little port windows in, which is really cool. So it's a little different than you would see at like Garner State Park, but you still have a dance floor out here. So back in the day, they had a jukebox in here. I don't know what happened to that, but they still have the fireplace, which is really neat. I'm sure that's cool to have a neat little fire going late in the afternoon. A couple of picnic tables. So when they first built this, it was a concession stand, you know, where you could get drinks and things like that. They sell ice up here now. And then the park store is located in here where you can get stickers and t-shirts and knickknacks, things like that. So it's still primarily used as a concession stand. And then there is a barrel style grill over here to the side of the dance floor. If you want to bring your steaks out here, you can cook up some food and then take it down to your picnic table. So overall, this can't be beat, y'all. This is just an entertainment mecca. So cool out here. Well, Mom and Dad, do you have some young tykes that maybe aren't ready to get in the water? Or maybe they've swam the day away and they want to do some swinging? Well, they've got a little swing set out here for y'all. Little playground area. Looks really nice. It's got the small gravel, pea-sized gravel rock, so it's soft if they accidentally fall. But just a great area. And for you, Mom and Dad, they've got more of these picnic tables back here. We've got some aluminum picnic tables, more concrete picnic tables, standing grills. So this would be a great place to set up your picnic, and then you can watch Junior do some swinging over here. How cool is that? all while you've got this beautiful lake behind you, Little Pine Lake. When the CCC was here, they built the boathouse, but the boathouse is now being used as the Little Pine Nature Center. Now, they still have a boat ramp here that you can launch a boat. Not very big, but just a little bit of space to get a boat in there. And then here's a very small parking area. When I've been here in the past, y'all, most of the trucks and trailers, they go and take their truck up close to the Little Pine General Store. There's more parking up there. So if you decide to bring your boat out here, there's a couple of other options for parking your truck and trailer. But this is where you're gonna rent your watercraft. They have paddle boats out here. It's a pretty cool boardwalk. And then paddle boards. So they've got a variety of watercraft, y'all, that you can rent. And then over here in the trees, some kayaks, canoes. So if you want to get on the water, there's no excuse. They've got you guys covered. Plenty of ways to get out here and enjoy this 80-acre lake that they have. And then of course the fishing pier. This is cool, y'all. Very well maintained. It's wide. No worries about bumping into people. Plenty of places here off the railing where you can throw a hook in the water. They have lights out here. You want to do some night fishing. Look at that, couple of benches. You can sit down if you need to. How cool is that? I thought I caught a turtle there. I don't know where he went. He picked his head up and then went right back down. Oh well. I think there's another, yep, that's what they're doing. They're peeking at me. I saw another one over there. So peaceful out here. If you haven't made your way out to Daingerfield State Park, y'all, this is just a hidden gem. It's a treasure of a park. Now, if you're lucky enough to catch something out of Little Pine Lake, they have an open air fish cleaning station for you. There's a waste bucket under there to wash everything, concrete table. They've got 4 water taps here for you to wash things down. So it's bare bones, but it'll get the job done. I want to show y'all something real quick. So that metal slide that I was telling you about over in the swimming area, they have a picture of that. This is what it looked like back in the day. So how cool. A couple of other activities that you might want to do while you're out here at Daingerfield, bring your basketball, y'all. They got a little basketball court out here, really nice, well-kept equipment. And then if you're a person that likes to read, maybe you're going to be out here at Daingerfield for a week, and if the weather gets bad, you're going to be stuck in the camper or the tent or what have you. They got a little book nook right here, a little free library. You can come and check out some books and then return them. Pretty cool. And then down here, y'all, is an amphitheater. So I'm sure they put on some pretty cool interpretive programs. Several benches down here for y'all to sit. They've got a nice little grill down there for a little fire, and then a little platform to do a little presentation. So how cool is that, y'all? With this backdrop, this big grassy field they've got out here, and then the lily pads in the background. Such a cool little amphitheater. We all had a blast coming back to Daingerfield State Park, reliving some old childhood memories out here by the lake. This park is so much fun. If you haven't been out here, make sure you book a trip out here, y'all. This is a hidden gem of a park, Daingerfield, Texas. But y'all, it's time for me to hit the trail. I'm actually getting down to South Llano River State Park this time. The weather has just had me stalled, y'all. So I'm so pumped about getting down there. I'll be down there May the 30th. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully the weather's nice and hot and I can get in the water. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But listen, y'all, if you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when our videos post Saturdays at 6 p.m. To all my current subscribers, guys, you rock so much. I appreciate your support week in and week out. And to all my future subscribers, guys, what are you waiting for? I see a lot of cool parks like Daingerfield State Park. Make sure you get on board so you can join me in my travels. Remember, if there's a campsite or a campground you'd like to see, drop it in comments and I'll check it out. And I'll see you at the campsite.